to Monday Live. Yay, we're stamping together and we're forgetting about the crazy world. Yes, I love it. I hope you had a really wonderful weekend wherever you were. And, uh-oh, I have a visitor of the four-legged variety. I've got my Stampin' Lips on and we're ready to go. We've got some really fun projects today and I'm super excited about them. And I hope that you will be too. It is such a good idea to do something to take our minds off of the insanity of this world. So I hope that you will enjoy being here and spending your time with me today. I had a lovely weekend, didn't do a ton, but had a nice weekend. Just super grateful for a nice break in our heat from last week. Last week when we last met, there was a big storm coming, and it actually, where we live, it was fine. It was not a big deal. I live really close to the Mississippi, and I really feel like it does weird things to weather systems. So we were expecting just a horrific storm, and it did get really windy and it rained really hard, which was kind of nice because we needed it, although the Mississippi's didn't need it because it's flooding, but that's from a lot of the rain that's been upstream. Anyway, but there were some storms nearby me that I think there was a tornado and definitely wind damage. So I feel for people who are affected by that in our area. And I know that it affected people in its path because it went across Illinois and I think even into Indiana. And so that's just no fun. So if you were affected by that storm, or maybe like the hurricane that got Texas all flooded, I'm here to tell you, my heart is with you as you deal with the aftermath. The weather is just no fun. It's no fun at all. So I hope that you are okay wherever you are, and that you are happy to be here right now, or if you're watching the replay. So thank you for being here. We have an exciting announcement this week. There is going to be a free shipping day. It is tomorrow, the 23rd. And where did my little sheets go? And there is also going to be a up to 75% off Paper Pumpkin past kits, refills, and add-on items. So that's kind of exciting. And I'm really looking forward to the free shipping day. I mean, who wouldn't? The best part about free shipping is that it's just like the discount you wanted. The discount you needed. The discount you're hoping for, right? And of course, if you're a demonstrator, you get to add your Stampin' Up! Discount on top of free shipping. So that's really wonderful. So free shipping is happening all day tomorrow in the US, which is the 23rd, all day long. And I am so excited about that. There are some wonderful things available for purchase, which I just love that. And I am looking forward to stocking up on some items. I needed some cardstock. I needed some adhesive. So I've got a list of goodies that I'm going to add to my cart. Just the official word from Stampin' Up! Is that your order needs to be started on the 23rd. So just be aware of that. So be careful. And oh yes, the blue screens. Oh yes. I know it's such a bummer when you just put an order in. I literally posted the information on my Facebook page as soon as I could because I know that I don't want anybody to have that problem. Now, the other thing that I haven't mentioned yet is we also have bonus day coupons. So you can earn a bonus day coupon with your purchase as well. And so it's a really good time to place an order is all I'm saying. So anyway, yeah, I posted it literally as soon as the email came in, and it came in on a Saturday, and I would have preferred a Friday because that's a work day, but anyway, I shared it right away for everybody. So hopefully, I know it is such a bummer. I hope that it's not like Stampin' Up! Obviously has to be careful with this, because if they share the information too early, people will hold off on orders, and if they share it with less time, then not everybody can get the word out to everyone. So it's a careful balance that they're trying to manage to get that information out. So anyway, we found out Saturday, like midday-ish. I know this because you're gonna giggle. I was sitting on the couch with my son watching track. There's this thing called the Diamond League, so we've been watching track. It's the last meet before the Olympics, because the Olympics start this week. Yay! Very excited about that. And I am really not looking forward to the dentist appointment that I have this week. It's just a cleaning, but I don't know about you. Going to the dentist is like the worst thing there is, in my personal opinion. And I apologize if you're a dentist out there. Both of my in-laws are dentists. If that's not cosmic justice, I don't know what is. But I really just despise going to the dentist. And I hate that thing where they go all the way around with a poker and poke at your gums, and then they say numbers, like to say how good your gums are. And I never know if the numbers are good or bad. So the whole time I'm just like, oh my gosh, is this good? Is this bad? How much more are they going to poke me with that stupid thing? Because I hate it. I really wish I could just be drugged, like thoroughly drugged, to just get my teeth cleaned. I wonder if that's a thing. I used to get Valium from my dentist when in the place we used to live, but I really just don't think it comes off good asking for Valium to go get a cleaning. Is that terrible? I really don't like the dentist. Okay, and then I have to tell you, oh my gosh, Catherine, I know, I actually have one of those coming up too. I have another thing that's been happening. And maybe some of you maybe some of you can relate to this. So you know how I'm now 50. I am concerned because I believe the change is starting. And I'm not very happy about it. I've been getting hot flashes. I know. I don't think that's too TMI. I think you guys can relate to this, right? I remember being with Kelly when she would have one, and you could literally feel the heat coming off of her body. And I remember thinking, wow, that's like impressive. I get them like at night especially, but also during the day. I just don't notice it during the day as much. I think partly because my office is in the basement, so it's not, I'm always cold down here. So actually, I don't want to say it's welcome, but sometimes it's like, okay. But oh my gosh, I'm just not really enjoying this process at all. And it's like, okay, I have been 50 for like 2 months. That's it. Like, I thought we would ease into this a little bit. So anyway, and then here's the other thing. And maybe some of you can relate to this. I bet you can. So, when you're scrolling through social media and there's a thing talking to you about perimenopause symptoms, how do they know that is happening? Like, how do they know? Does my Apple Watch, I don't wear it at nighttime, but does it know that I'm having hot flashes? Does it tell Apple I'm having hot flashes? What else is it telling Apple? Also, why is it listening? Why is my phone or my watch or whatever listening to my conversations about my hot flashes, which generally have only been limited to like a couple of people? I don't even think I've talked to Andy about it yet. Why is this? I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for them to give me dental suggestions or something. Oh my gosh. Yes, I know they listen to everything. It's really quite frustrating. So, anyway, so that's what's going on around here. I'm super excited though because my sister is going to come down this weekend to visit, and I haven't seen her. Well, she came, bless her heart, she came for Carl's state track meet. So I haven't seen her since then, which was actually my birthday. But she's coming because Carl's running in a race this weekend. We have our community race it's called the Bix 7. Or the Bix, I guess is what it's called. It's a 7-mile race, and it's the 50th anniversary. So it's like a big deal this year. And Carl is hoping to win the high school division. He's still considered a high schooler because he graduated this year. So he's still, this year was his last year as a high schooler. So anyway, he's been practicing and I shouldn't say practicing, training quite a bit. And I'm really excited to watch him run again because obviously we won't be able to go to all of his meets this fall. And we also nailed down our move-in day. So that's exciting. And it is on the weekend. So that is very exciting. So anyway, I am really excited to watch him run. It's tough though because it's a 7-mile race. So we'll see him at the halfway point and then we'll see him at the finish line. And that's about it. But it's fun. It's a big, huge deal around here. Like the halfway point is in this really nice area, like really old, beautiful homes that they overlook the Mississippi, and it's like a really nice area, and they have like slip and slides, and like it's a party. Like I'm pretty sure they're drinking mimosas and Bloody Marys and whatever, but I also think that they drink through the race too, but not my Carl, bless his heart, because he can't do that. He's got stuff to do. So anyway, I'm excited to watch him run. It's always fun to watch him run. So yeah, that's what's happening here. And I'm going to flip my camera around and go back through all of the things. And then I'm going to actually I meant to do this last time. I've got my iPad here and I wanted to pull it up because I don't know if it's my old age or what, but I want to watch the comments better. And so I know a lot of demonstrators do this already. But oops, I already messed it up. But what I am super excited to do is see the comments like as they're happening. I just gotta, oh, well, there we go. You just gotta pull my live up, which is a little trickier than you might think on your iPad. Okay, come on now, home. Oh, for goodness sakes. Here we go. We're almost there. Wow. I'm sure listening to this is about as bad as me trying to get into it. Oh, for heaven's sakes, why is this being so difficult? Okay. Here we go. Da, da, da. All right. Oh, good, I'm muted so you won't hear me talking to me. All right. So anyway, if you could, though, give me the thumbs up and, yes, open YouTube. Give me the thumbs up. Let me know that you're here and tell me where you are from, because it's always fun to see. There I am. Okay. It's always fun to see that. And I love, here we go. I'm so happy. Oh, and that's right. Shelly's on here. So Shelly is a good friend of mine. She's on my team. And Shelly, by the way, it was 6 years ago, almost to the day that you sold my house. It came up in Facebook memories. So Shelly, bless her heart, was she stayed with my kids so that we could go on a Stampin' Up trip, and that was when we were trying to sell our house to move here. And we always joke that she sold our house because there was a showing while she was at our house, and that guy bought the house. Like, we were negotiating the deal on the cruise, which was interesting to say the least. So anyway, it was pretty awesome. She's pretty awesome. Anyway, so she's gonna, bless her heart, she is so cute. She goes, I want to volunteer so I can get the t-shirt because it's the 50th anniversary and it is a big deal. So she's going to be here too. So that's awesome. And yeah, definitely text me, Shelly, and let me know where you are. I mean, we'll talk, but I'm very excited. So it'll be lots of fun. I'm so glad you're on here too, because yay. All right, so anyway, I am so excited to see all of your names pop up. So thank you for being here. I especially love seeing, let's just say some of you are lurkers. And it makes me giggle because I will have people message me and say, well, you don't know me, but I watch you all the time. And I always giggle because, you know, I see some of the comments, but not all of them. So I love seeing more and more of all of you guys. And also it is fun to see where you're from because, like, literally I feel pretty honored. People watch me from all over the world, which is really exciting and humbling and kind of the amazing thing that we get with technology these days, right? Is like you can actually get to know people from around the globe, which I think is quite astonishing. Like I have, and I'll just say, a friend. I don't think I've ever met her in person. I should say I know I have never met her in person. But Kayla is a demonstrator from Tasmania, like literally the whole other side of the planet. And she's my friend. I think that's so cool. So there's a bunch of demonstrators from Canada. I know I have European demonstrators, Australian demonstrators, and people from those countries. It's just so cool to know people from all over the world. So I really love that. And by the way, if you're a lurker, I'm not calling you out. I get it. I'm a lurker too. I'm just saying it's kind of funny when you get stories that people like know you, but yet you've never seen their name before. So it's kind of fun to see all your names. So that's all. I'm not calling you out for being a lurker. I get it. I totally get it. I just love seeing where you guys are all from. So Deborah, she's from Queensland, Australia. So cute. I could just listen to the Australian accent all day long. So fun. I love accents, by the way. You know who else has a really, really good accent? Sam Hewn. You might know him as Jamie from Outlander. I could listen to him all day too. Okay, anyway. So I love that all of you guys are talking about being lurkers. So it's fun. It is lovely to have you here. Thank you for being here. And oh yes, Monica, Jamie. I believe there's a new season, or maybe it's the second half of the new season or the current season or whatever of Outlander coming. I'm excited about that. Also, there's this super cute show coming, I think, right after the Olympics or maybe at the tail end of the Olympics. It is called Emily in Paris. If you've never seen it, it's on Netflix. It's a really cute show. I like it. It's fun. I don't know how this girl has this budget for her wardrobe in this show. I mean, that's like the whole thing. But anyway, okay. So we've been talking way too long. But anyway, I'm going to flip my camera around. Here we go. So try not to laugh at me too hard while you're here. But if you need to, it's okay. This is a safe place. You can laugh at me all you want. All right. So, this is, of course, our free day shipping. It starts at 1 a.m. Stampin' Up! Time. So, this is interesting because this is so not what my phone looks like on here. I think I straightened it out a little bit. All right, so 1 a.m. my time. It's midnight Stampin' Up! Time. So sorry, I said that a little bit wrong. 1 a.m. is Central Time for Stampin' Up's sale starting midnight Mountain Time, 11 Pacific, or 2 a.m. if you're an Eastern Time zone person. So I apologize for that because that's kind of miserable. But anyway, if you want to stay up late. Now, there's also that 75% off on Paper Pumpkin. You do need to be a subscriber to get this deal. So if you're not currently a subscriber, you should just like subscribe right now. The discount does not apply to like new subscriptions or prepaid subscriptions, so there's no special there. This is just on past kits as well as add-on items. And there's a few different add-on items that are pretty fun. One is there's 3 sets of dies, and I believe all 3 are still available. There's some little bags. There are some paper bags and fabric bags. So there's all kinds of fun stuff. So that's pretty exciting. And then of course, past kits and refills that are available. And obviously those are while supplies last. If they're discounted a lot, I don't suspect they might last that long. So I'm just telling you. Okay. Today, when you order, or don't order today, order tomorrow or late today, because of course it's free shipping, and you will get some awesome perks if you order with me. First off, if you spend $50, you'll get the All-Star Video Class Bundle PDF, which for this month, it's like the best one. I don't want to say it's the best one we've ever done, but it's pretty close, which is the Full of Life. So you'll get this PDF. You'll also get a kit of the projects we make today, which are, by the way, awesome. And then if you spend $75 or more, you will get an embellishment with your kit as well. So it's a really awesome deal. So please make sure to place your order with this host code if your order is under 150. If it's over, forget the code, and then you'll get all the goodies. So that's really awesome. If you are a Stamp Happy Academy subscriber of a basic or premium membership, the PDF from today's projects will be posted on our website for you. So that is awesome. And then, of course, for every $50 you spend, you will earn a bonus day coupon, which you can redeem next month. So you earn them in July, you redeem them in August. And that's on top of all the other things I've mentioned. So it's like it's like a perfect storm of all the things adding up to be awesome for ordering tomorrow. Okay. Also going on right now is the sign up time for Sunshine and Creativity Delivered. If you are not currently a subscriber, you can sign up by the end of this month and you will get next month's box, which is going to feature the Spotlight on Nature bundle, which is a really fabulous bundle. And we are going to make cards with this. And actually, I'm really looking forward to these cards. They're going to be quite awesome. So if you're not a subscriber, definitely get yourself subscribed. There's a link in the description of this video for both my online store for shopping as well as for subscribing to Sunshine and Creativity Delivered. And then finally, if you're not, or not second to finally, if you're not part of Watercolor Happy, you are missing out. Oh my gosh, we've been having the best time. And this week is actually one of my favorite weeks for lessons. The lessons are coming out on Fridays. And I would just say that I really am looking forward to this week's lessons. I say that every week, but wow, this week is the one in particular that I'm excited about. So there is still time to get in on Watercolor Happy. The comments have been just phenomenal from people. They have said such wonderful, kind, and fabulous things that they're so glad they're participating in it. And so in an effort to FOMO you all, you should really get in on this. It's pretty awesome. You can register. There's a link again in the description of this video. And I do have some boxes left. Those boxes can only be shipped to US addresses, just FYI. And last but not least, we have a class coming out this month called Changing Leaves, and it is really wonderful. These are all projects featuring this new bundle from Stampin' Up! Called Changing Leaves, and it is a stamp set, dies, and a hybrid folder, meaning that some of the dies, or I'm sorry, some of the images in the folder are actually die cuttable, which is pretty cool. So anyway, that is our big long list of goodness. Now, let's get going. Oh, I have a little show and tell first, quick. I have some cards from my mailbox that I wanted to share with you. So, I love, 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 love getting mail that is not a bill. And so I'm so grateful for these cards that I received. This one is actually from my upline, one of my uplines. So that was kind of fun. So she sent me a little card to celebrate my accomplishments, and there was a very lovely little note in there. Also, I have this fun card and just the sweetest message. So thank you. This is from Debbie, and she's just so sweet. I really appreciated your kind words. So thank you so much, Debbie. And this was a fun card. This is the card that is our July card challenge for Stamping with Creativity Cave. So if you haven't already, definitely get yourself entered, because I'll be giving away a bundle in August. So the first of the month, I will do a drawing in the first live I have after the 1st of August, which I don't think is quite, I think it'll be like, well, whatever, you know what I mean. All right. So anyway, isn't that a fun card though? Oh, I loved this set. Such a good one. And then this is a really sweet note. This is from another Debbie, and she sent me this sweet thank you card for sending her a card, which is just so kind. And she is a part of our Sending Sunshine and Rainbows group, which is a Facebook group I have for people to send birthday cards to one another, as well as nominate people to receive cards for different reasons. In fact, we have new nominees that were posted today. So if you are part of that group, we have a couple of nominees, one for a 90th birthday and one for a dear demonstrator on my team whose father is just entered hospice, and she has been his primary caretaker for some time. And I know it is a lot to take care of an ailing parent or family member. And so I would love it if you could help send some uplifting cards to both of those people, both good reasons to send cards to people. And of course, if you would like to nominate somebody, you can if you're a part of that group. So if you're interested, there is information in the description of this video. So there you go. All right, today we are going to work with the wildflower designs, and I'm not even gonna lie when I tell you I was inspired a little bit by my walk with my son yesterday. We walked through a park not far from our house. I've never actually been there, which was kind of fun because I didn't even realize it was there. I knew there was a path, but I didn't realize it went as long as it did. Anyway, it's a place where my son runs. That's what he does. I walk, he runs. So he took me and showed me where he runs actually several mornings a week. I can't even get the words out quite right. But anyway, so we're going to use this bundle, and I've got some really fun projects. Now, the bundle is part of a suite, the Wildflower suite, and I'm just going to pull my catalog out. So this would be like, if you don't have this one, this would be a really good one to get tomorrow. And while I love this designer series paper, we're going to use it on one card. But what I really wanted to do was showcase some of the things you can do with this bundle that don't use these colors. And I know and believe strongly that there are colors of wildflowers that are not these kind of subdued colors. And while they're lovely and really wonderful, especially for fall. I thought it would be fun to show some of the versatility. Now we are going to use we will do one of the cards with this DSP because it is really pretty. And of course, if you earn a card kit for this, you will get all of the goodies that I'm making today, but you do need the bundle to make the projects with your card kit. And it's a really good bundle because it's got these awesome label dies that I just love. And there's another one that's probably sitting up by my die cutting machine. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, it's really a lovely bundle. All right, now you're gonna giggle at me. I was gonna use the folder that's part of this. It's like, what is it called? It's like the lines, Dashing Designs embossing folder. And I was going to use that and I could not for the life of me find it. So I substituted a different folder for our first card. But you could use either folder. The folder I'm going to use is another one. It's really cute. Let me show you which one it is. It is the Cute Crochet. And it's like granny squares. I think that's what they call them in crochet. So anyway, here it is. But any folder will work. So anyway, I'm going to start with a crumb cake card base. I've got my layer of 4x5 1/4 white that I have embossed, again with that Cute Crochet folder, even though it should probably be called like the granny square. And gosh, I can never decide which side I like better. I think I'm going to actually do the debossed side, but it's a really fun pattern. So there we go. And it is just a great set to work with. So I started by die cutting myself this smallest of the little labels that comes in the dies. And we're going to stamp our sentiment on it. And there's some really nice sentiments in here. So you've been on my mind, sending happy thoughts and thank you. Those are really, I love the font too. I wish my handwriting was kind of that awesome. I could probably pull some of those words out, but not all of them. So I'm going to stamp this with some Petunia Pop ink. And I'm going to scooch it up a little higher than the center of this little label. Okay. Now I also have 3 pieces of cardstock, and you can really use any 3 colors that you'd like, but I thought these were kind of fun and cheerful colors. So we're going to do a little something different to each of them. So I'm going to start with my Pretty in Pink piece, and I want to stamp this, and I need to clean my stamp really quick because it is currently inked in black ink. Well, I guess actually, let's stamp this on a scrap of black because we're going to color this. And by the way, this is my uninked white ink pad that I inked with my black memento. So it's a makeshift black memento so that it can be on the firm foam versus the linen that memento normally is. It's pretty awesome. I talked about it last week too. I've been using it a lot lately. So anyway, I've got this stamped and we'll set that aside. And then what I'm going to do is clean my stamp with my Shammy Sham. Oh, yay, Sharon just signed up. I'm so excited, Sharon. Oh my gosh, you're just going to go crazy. It's so awesome. All right. So I've got my little stamp here, and I am going to stamp this on my panel of Pretty in Pink cardstock. And as you can see, I'm going in all different directions for this. Ooh, I hear some thunder outside. Okay, so there we go. And this panel is 1.5 by 3.5 inches. All right, then I've got this panel of peach pie. Oh, I was so close to saying pumpkin pie, knowing full well that was not correct. All right, so peach pie, there's this cute little stamp in here that's like textury, okay? And so I'm just gonna kind of stamp that along here. So obviously we're doing a little something different for each of these strips. There we go. Close that up. And then last but not least, I have my Petunia Pop panel, which I'm going to do the faux suede. Shelly, I'm giggling. I told Whitney that you have gone like down the rabbit hole of watercolor, that you are just all in. And she was so excited about that. She thought that was really cute. All right. And Jean, she's watching from North Dakota. Ah, Jean. North Dakota and I are going to be becoming acquainted again with one another as my son heads off to NDSU here in less than a month. I have a feeling I might really miss him, you guys. Like when Ella went to school, and don't take this the wrong way, we had just all gone through COVID, you know, like the lockdowns and all of that. She entered college in the fall of 2020. And I have to admit, you know, we spent an awful lot of time together as a family. I was kind of excited for her to go. But now I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm prepared for all of this. All right, so let's put these layers onto our card. So I'm going to start with this piece of peach pie, which, oh, peach pie sounds good right about now. Not that I've had peach pie in years, but it sounds good. And then I've got my piece of Pretty in Pink, which I'll just overlap. And then I've got my piece of Petunia Pop, which I'm kind of carefully putting adhesive on because I don't want it to rip. And we'll put all of these overlapping one another onto our card like so. All right. And then we've got our sentiment here. So I'm going to pop this up. And, well, in a minute I'll pop it up, I should say. Okay. So that's going to go right there. And I have this piece of crumb cake that I think I'm going to attach like this, but actually maybe I won't. So here's the deal. So I want to tie around this piece some twine to like decorate. But I didn't, well, I think I'll just tie it on. So never mind. Actually, maybe I have a better idea. Ooh, I just thought of something else I could do instead. That's going to be even more awesome. All right. I love when this stuff comes to me kind of late in the game. All right. So I'm going to take a piece of ribbon instead and just put a little piece of ribbon across here like so. Oh, I love it. I do really like this ribbon. So there we go. And let's get the ribbon scissors out to actually cut the ribbon because those scissors are no good. Okay, so now I'm going to pop this up. Onto my card. And then of course we have our cute little flower. Now this could be a lot of things, but this kind of reminds me of one of those, like, I don't know if thistle is the right word or what, but it's just kind of a fun a fun looking wildflower. To me, it looks like the thistle, right? Which is a purpley color. So I'm going to color it with my purpley blends. So I've got dark and light. And since it's such a tiny little flower, I think I'm just going to do kind of the dark at the base here, and then the rest will be the light. And I believe I saw something very similar to this. Now, I don't know if this is exactly what this is, but it is in my world, and that's really all that matters, right? So I was going to say I saw something similar to this on my walk with Carl yesterday. I actually posted some pictures of some things, although this one I didn't take a picture of because I was pretty sure it was a weed. You know what I mean? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's like, I don't know official terms for weeds, but like thistly. I know thistle is actually like a Scottish thing, right? Also, don't let my degree in biology fool you. I know nothing about plants. And then I'm just using some Granny Apple Green to do the bottom of this. But, oh, it's so cute. And don't you think it just needs a little Stella? Ooh, somebody said a crispy weed. I like that. Okay, so then I put some Stella on there to kind of jazz her up a little. And then I'm going to attach this to my card with a glue dot. Kind of right there onto my card. And oh, so cute. But wait, there's more. We got to embellish. So these are the embellishments that came in this suite, and I actually really do like them. They're pretty nice and flat, which is one of the best things, because that means they'll mail quite nicely. And who doesn't like an embellishment that goes through the mail nicely? I know I do. I don't like it when the post office gets up in arms about my embellishing. I want them to like that I'm sending cards through the post office and keeping them in business. Just saying. Ooh, I'm just going to put that right in the center of that little design right there. That's kind of fun. Oh, so there we go. I feel like this needs one other thing though. And oh my gosh, it's hot in here. Oh, like I don't want to say I'm sweating, but I almost am. Okay, so bear with me. I'm going to pull that up. And I'm going to pull this up. And then I'm going to put this back down. And I'm going to put this back down. And I'm going to scooch that over. And I'm going to tie a little bow right here. This is certainly easier to do before you put the ribbon on. But I'm already changing my card from my original plan, so why not? And by the way, if this is challenging for you to do, you can just tie a bow and stick it on top. But what I kind of like about this is that if you are adhering it around, like I like kind of tying it on the ribbon that I put on here, if you get what I'm saying. I think that's cute. Okay, so there we go. Cutie patootie. Oh, so fun. Okay, so there's that. And then, of course, we'll stamp this on the inside too. I should have stamped that before, but oh well. I have menopause brain. That's a thing. Like, seriously, that's a thing. I do not like that that's a thing. I have enough brain power problems as it is. Ooh, 300 miles west of Fargo. That's a ways. It's 9 hours from where we live, so I'm not really looking forward to that. So I'm just going to put a couple of these for the inside, and then we'll color them really quick. They colored pretty quickly. Oh, there's a dog behind me. Like, what is that noise? It's the dog. Okay, so I'm just kind of scribbling color. Oh my gosh, I've just now marked my desk in 2 places with my pen. That's okay. And then we'll do this. 300 miles, that's a ways. Yeah, they have a pretty good football team from what I hear. Like, really good. And obviously, they're going to have an amazing cross-country and track team now. So Carl was telling me that his dream is to qualify for the Olympic trials. And I'm like, oh my goodness. He said, I will go. I will be there. I will be the mom who's bawling when they come and hug. Shelly, if Carl goes to the Olympic trials, will you come with? Clovers! Yes! Thank you, Sharon. Okay. There we go. Oh, isn't this just so cute? So cute, and the cute little inside. Oh, happy, happy. I love this one. All right, so there you go. All right. Our next card is really fun. It's loose, well, I'd say loosely. It's based on a card I received from a friend of mine. And I really liked the card, but I love the colors, but not for summer. So I wanted to make this card into a summer card, and I will show you the original. So I'm going to take and fold my half sheet, cut the long way. I'm going to score it at 5.5. Okay, and that will give me my nice fold crease. And then I'm going to cut off of the bottom 1.25 inches. Okay, so we're just lopping that right on off. Okay, there we go. All right, and then in an effort to change things up, I used a different folder for this card. So I'm going to use Summer Splash in my card. And I embossed a panel of, by the way, this is a basic beige card base. And then I embossed a panel of basic beige with my distress tile folder because, oh my gosh, it's just such a pretty folder. And I couldn't find the folder that actually goes with this one. I know it's around here somewhere, but sometimes it's just not worth spending more than like 20 minutes looking for something. Okay. Especially when you're trying to get ready. Oh my gosh, your nephew. That is so cool, Sue. Oh, very, very exciting. There's actually a couple of high school, well, I think for sure one high schooler. Usually men like peak later, as in not in high school, typically. And there is a high schooler who is in the pool. He's going to the Olympics in the pool for, I think the 4x1. It's either 4x1 or 4x4 relay. And I think it's 4x1. And that's pretty exciting. So Carl and I are really anxious to watch him race. All right, so there we go. And you know what? I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be 1.5. So let me just lop off this. I thought it was 1.25, but I think it's 1.5, which means I'm just going to cut 1 more 1/4 inch off of this. Yes, that's right. Okay. And then, so this is going to go on our card, but it's going to open like this. And so we're going to put a piece of cardstock that's the same size as our Summer Splash layer on the inside. Okay. So I'm going to adhere this to the card like so. Actually, let's make sure this is centered. There we go. All right, and then well, I don't want to adhere this quite yet because we'll stamp on that layer. Okay, so there we go. Then I've die cut 2 of our labels. I did the scalloped outline, which I think is just so fun, and it's going to go on here like this. And then I also have this piece right here. Okay. All right. All right, so one of the ooh, 14 years old. That's so cool. One of the things about this set that I love so much are these labels, and the scalped one is just so stinking cute. Okay, so I'm gonna take my edge pieces for my dimensionals, and I'm gonna use that. And let's see. I kind of used up the other side. So, Sue, I saw that they're going to have track and swimming in the same place, which will be pretty amazing in LA. There we go. Oh, so good. And by the way, it's so handy that you can line the humps of your dimensional edging up with the humps of your scallop. Okay. We are almost there, friends. This was a labor of love a little bit. Plus, I've been trying to read the comments at the same time, which of course is a little tricky sometimes. I mean, not too hard. Luckily, my iPad is here and it's pretty good. And I got a new prescription on my glasses, so I can read pretty well. Oh my goodness, listen to this dinner. I saw somebody was having tacos. That sounds good. Carl's been cooking a lot, which that's what I'm really going to miss too when he's gone, because I am, I've cooked for 20 some years. I'm kind of done. Okay, so then we've got our label here, which we're going to pop up as well. There is one of the 3 American shot putters. The one of them is from, or he went to NDSU, so that's kind of exciting. Okay, so I've just placed that popped up in here, and I don't know if you can appreciate this, but it looks so awesome from this side. All right, so now that we've done all of that, we're going to stamp and color our flower, which, by the way, I did ahead of time, so I didn't have to die cut it. So I took this kind of big, fun one, and I really wanted to kind of have a punch with this. So you could use Berry Burst. I'm going to use Melon Mambo. You could use Flirty Flamingo, any pink, brighter color. To add just kind of a splash of color to this. In fact, you could even do a couple colors, but I think it's really fun. I also am pretty sure that whatever this wildflower is could be purple too. So like Highland Heather or Fresh Freesia would be great colors with this and would coordinate nicely with our card. But I really wanted to kind of go for that pow of color So I'm going with the bright. So I'm just going to take my darker marker and do like some of the buds on this thing. I think again, I don't claim to, nor do I actually know any flowers really. And I feel like this might be called an anthurium, but I don't know. And I don't know if they come in different colors, but you know what? I like to make them my own colors. This is Basic Beige. By the way, I also see from reading the comments that y'all have like entire conversations with each other while I'm stamping, which kind of cracks me up. That's pretty cute. Okay, so now I'm using my light Melon Mambo, and you know, I'm just kind of getting all of this on here, coloring in some bright pops of color. Just make me pretty. By the way, somebody asked me earlier, do I watercolor every day? And the answer to that is almost. There's a few times I don't, but I do. I watercolored quite a bit this weekend because I found that it was really nice to distract myself from the insanity of our country by turning my phone off and watercoloring. So yes, watercoloring is just such a lovely escape from the insanity of our world these days. And I found it quite relaxing as well. Ooh, I forgot one of my flowers here. So I'm just adding some Granny Apple Green once again. I do love me some Granny Apple Green. It's like the happiest green. And I'm gonna put, I did a bunch of light on color on here. I'm gonna come in with a little bit of dark just to kind of add to it, and then get that last bloom that I missed the first round. Okay, so, oh, isn't that just fun and bright? Now you could do this in yellow, like I said, purple, whatever you want, and it will look wonderful with this card. So I just think that's super fun. Sharon is asking where I'm located. I live in Iowa on the Illinois border. Yes, it's beige. Okay. So there is that. And then I'm going to take, and I've got a little strip of green, Granny Apple Green, that is. And I'm going to stamp this in Granny Apple Green. And it says, sending happy thoughts. And what I love about this is it just really is a happy color for our card. So I'm just gonna snip the ends to be a banner. And to do that, I just trim, oh my gosh, I'm using my ribbon scissors. Let's just check that right here. I'm snipping the little slit up the center and then going from each corner to that center slit mark to create my banner. Voila. And then we'll put that right over the top like this. And look at how fun this is. Closer to Arkansas? Oh, well, you know, I am not, I don't know. Does it matter where I'm from? If you got internet, you've got me. So that's kind of awesome. There we go. Sending happy thoughts. Isn't that just so cute? Okay. So then obviously we're going to stamp the inside of this as well. So I want my black pad. Let's close that up. And here's what's kind of fun about this. That nothing to see there. There's, well, let's see. I'm just going to use the same flower. I could even do 3. Really jazz things up. Sending happy thoughts, and then I think I'm going to take and do You've Been on My Mind, We used that on the previous card, but we can add that to the inside of this card, which will be just lovely. And I will do that in some Summer Splash to kind of coordinate with the outside of our card with the inside of our card, because I think that's kind of nice. Okay, but I'll still do my same colors for this. So, here we go. Share your recipes. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh my gosh, this was really fun. So Carl, a couple weeks ago, worked, and he's been serving at the restaurant he works at. He'd been a host for quite some time, and then he, I guess, got promoted to serving. Anyway, and he still hosts some of the time, but he serves some of the time too. And he had a really awful weekend. He got no tip for his first table, and then he didn't have that many tables, and then he had like somebody who stayed there forever, and he was not very happy, you know. Well, he worked again he works, you know, throughout the week, but this weekend he had a table, and it was like somebody's retirement, or maybe they were just leaving their job and going to a different one or something like that. So they were there to celebrate. And then another table were just like 3 people that they were talking for quite a while. Like they sat in his table in his little section for 5 hours. And he said he was chatting with them and having a good time. So I was really excited about that, because he was pretty bummed about the weekend before when things didn't go so great. Anyway, so he was all excited to tell me that he made $350 that night, and $150 came from this one table, because they sat in his booth and they had their computers, so they were like doing work, and it sounded to me like, you know, they were business partners, or I don't know, but they, you know, Carl was working the crowd, so to speak, and had a really great time with them, and they left him $150 tip, but they sat in his table for like 5 hours. So I mean, it was really nice. I don't recall ever getting a $150 tip myself, so it's pretty cool. Anyway, so he was all excited because he made like $350 that night with all of his tables, and he worked quite a few hours too, so that was pretty exciting. I was like, good for you. And I think that helped erase the bad night he had serving. And I told him, I've served I worked, when I was in high school, I worked at the Country Kitchen, which is like a place kind of like maybe Perkins you might be familiar with, or we have a place called Village Inn, which I love. Anyway, I worked through a place like that. It's like a breakfast place, but they are open all day. And then I also had worked at the Olive Garden when I was in college. I think I worked at the Olive Garden when I met Andy. And then I also worked at a few different hotels serving banquets. And then when I went to college, I worked serving banquets in like for the college catering. So some of them were like big banquets with lots of people, and some of them were like little coffee meetings or whatever, you know, with just like a department or something at college. So anyway, quite a wide variety of experiences, right? And so the night he was so upset about his bad tippers, I said, well, I go, suck it up. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And you just kind of roll with it, and generally it's pretty good. So I think he was happy that it was better this week. All right. So there you go. There's the inside. And isn't that just so fun? So pretty. So I'm going to open this up, and now I want to carefully position this to line up so it does not stick out with my layer like that. And voila! Oh, so pretty. So obviously we did Wink of Stella on another card. It seems like we should probably do it on this one too, because I don't know about you, but when I go on walks with wildflowers, they definitely sparkle. Okay, maybe not, but ours can, so that rocks. All right. So there you go. Oh, yes. If you haven't already, I would be so grateful if you could give me the thumbs up. That helps so much with the YouTube. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel too. That helps as well. In fact, I'm trying really hard. I've got a ways to go, but I'm trying really hard to hit the next kind of milestone with YouTube, which would be 50,000 subscribers. And like I said, I'm a ways off, but oh, I would love to do that. Okay, so this next card that we're going to do is really simple, but it's super pretty, and it features the designer series paper. So I'm going to start with a, oh, I need to embellish that, by the way. Hold up, getting ahead of myself. But we're going to start with a Pebbled Path half sheet of cardstock for our next card. But first, we got to embellish this with some of our cute little, what are these even called? Adhesive backed textured dots. That's right. And you know, I'm a big fan of texture. I think I'm just going to leave it with that. So very fun. Okay. Next up, we're doing this Pebbled Path card base. And I picked some of the designer series paper out of this. I started with a 3x4 inch piece of DSP, and then I cut an inch of it off. And then we're going to flip it and use the opposite side. So this paper is actually really pretty. It's just the colors are not what I am emotionally prepared to use right now. I'm in my happy, bright colors of summer. And this is a really gorgeous card. Oh, by the way, I told you I was going to show you the other version. So this is the version my friend Julie made. And it's really pretty. I will not lie. It's a beautiful card. But I really liked the bright colors. So this is just gorgeous. And I love the idea, but I really liked this. By the way, I thought my flower had kind of a lot happening, so I didn't add any ribbon to the back of it, but you certainly could. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to take this piece of DSP and adhere it to some white cardstock. I toyed with using some wild wheat for this one, but ultimately decided against it because I thought it might be aggressive. And by that I mean like on the white layer. Then I've got this little scrap here. I'm going to take some Misty Moonlight and stamp. And I'm going to use the thank you from this stamp set. And doesn't that just fit on there so perfect? Okay, and then I'm gonna be really fancy and just go. All right. So I'm gonna pop this up onto my cardstock. Using some of these bigger edge pieces. Like so. Okay. Now, at this point, you could do a couple of different things. You could for sure add a flower right here, but I wanted to keep this one really simple. Our last card was kind of putsy, so I'm going to instead tie a little bow. And what I'm going to do is actually just cut a length of this linen or jute twine, I think is what this is called, or jute trim. And there's actually two or more layers to this. I'm going to pull it apart so that I have a skinnier layer. You could actually pull it apart again. Well, actually you could do that and then do both. Just tie them like there's two layers together. That's kind of fun too. Da, da, da. Okay, so there we go. So now I'm going to do basically a double bow. And you want to start pretty close to the end. You don't want to leave a very long tail with that because it's surprising how it will all fit on here. And then I'm just going to add this right here to my card. And I feel like it's so much easier to not tie it on to the little strip here. It's so much easier to just glue dot it on to tie the bow kind of freehanded and then glue dot it. I think you might agree with me on that. And then, ooh, we're just going to adhere this to our card. Now, somebody asked the size of this layer, and I'm feeling a little bit like I cut it slightly too big. It's 4.5, but I think that might be a bit much. I think it should be 4 3/8 by 3 1/4. And then we'll just attach that to our card, and that's it for that. Of course, we can decorate the inside of this. So I've got yet another one of our stamps, and I love this stamp. And we're going to just, well, we're going to do a fun little thing. So I'm going to take my cardstock here, and I'm just going to kind of stamp these along the side like so, and then I can take my Winkostella and just kind of Winkostella these, and it's going to smear the ink a little bit, but I kind of like the look of that. And this reminds me of like Queen Anne's lace, which by the way we did see yesterday. I don't think I took any pictures of it though. Gosh, I love Queen Anne's lace. So pretty. It also could be a dead dandelion. Either way, either one. But just putting a little shimmer on here, I think adds such a nice touch. And then we'll attach that to the inside of our card. And voila, this last one was easy peasy. So again, if you would love to get yourself a little card kit for all 3 of these cards, please shop my online store. I'd be so grateful. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's just so awesome when you shop with me. It helps bring these awesome videos that I do each week to you for free. YouTube doesn't really pay me very much. So it really helps when you order a class, order from my online store, to help support bringing these videos to you each week. So there you go. Kind of some really nice, fun projects. Don't forget that tomorrow is free shipping, which is so awesome. And oh my gosh, you guys, there's only 56 likes. If you could like this video, that helps so much. Oh no, it's 151 on my phone. Oh I guess my iPad is behind. Anyway, I really love this Wildflower Designs stamp set. I think it is just so much fun, and I think you're gonna really love it as well. The dies, of course, cut out the little flowers that we use. There's 4 different flowers, but then these label dies are just pretty awesome. So anyway, don't forget, sale starts late tonight, but basically all day tomorrow. Free shipping with the $75 purchase, and then of course all kinds of fun goodies from me if you shop with my online store. If you are a demonstrator on my team or on anybody's team, you get to add your discount to that free shipping, and everybody gets bonus day coupons for every $50 that they spend, and you earn those coupons in July and then redeem them in August. Yay! So much fun stuff. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Everybody take care, and I hope you loved this little creative break from reality. And again, thank you so much for being with me today. I hope to see you next week. So we'll see you soon, friends. Bye.